Did you know that in 1994, a now infamous criminal case took place that exemplifies the fallacy fallacy? The case in question is the O.J. Simpson murder trial. Simpson was accused of murdering his ex-wife and her friend, and the case became one of the most high-profile criminal trials in American history. However, Simpson's defense team argued that the evidence against him was flawed and that the police investigation was biased against him. In response, some of Simpson's supporters argued that the police were racist and that the case against Simpson was a result of systemic bias against African Americans in the criminal justice system. While it's true that there have been some examples of racial bias in the criminal justice system, this does not automatically mean that Simpson was innocent of the charges against him. This is an example of the fallacy fallacy, which is the mistaken belief that an argument must be wrong simply because it contains a fallacy. In this case, the argument that Simpson was innocent because of racial bias contains the fallacy fallacy, as it dismisses the possibility that Simpson may have been guilty based solely on the presence of racial bias in the criminal justice system. Hey rational rebels! Welcome to the arena of reason, the very place we train our minds to spot cognitive pitfalls. This is Chris from Critical Conditioning, where we strive for cognitive precision and free our minds from that mental prison. Today, we're exploring the fallacy fallacy, a fallacy that occurs when someone incorrectly dismisses an argument just because it contains a logical fallacy. We'll delve into the psychology behind this fallacy and how it can lead to missed opportunities for constructive dialogue and learning. Before we delve into this intriguing topic, remember to hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and ring the notification bell to stay updated with our mind-strengthening content. If you find our podcast valuable, consider supporting us through PayPal using the link in the description. Your support helps us continue our mission of promoting rational thinking. Also, please share this episode with someone you know who might be interested in understanding the fallacy fallacy. Supercharge your mind, hit subscribe, don't be left behind. Let's get started. 2 studies have shed light on the fallacy fallacy and how it can impact our thinking. One study, published in the journal Thinking Reasoning, found that people are more likely to commit the fallacy fallacy when they are emotionally invested in an argument or issue. This suggests that our emotional reactions can sometimes cloud our judgment and make us more prone to making errors in reasoning. Another study, conducted by researchers at the University of California, found that people with high levels of cognitive ability are less likely to commit the fallacy fallacy. This implies that critical thinking skills are essential for avoiding this fallacy and other errors in reasoning. There are numerous real-world examples of the fallacy fallacy that you might be familiar with. One common example is in political debates, where one side may accuse the other of using fallacious arguments, but then dismiss any counterarguments based solely on the presence of a fallacy. Another example is in scientific debates, where one side may dismiss any research or evidence that contradicts their position based on the presence of a fallacy. Other examples of the fallacy fallacy include debates over the merits of various dietary or exercise regimens, and arguments about the effectiveness of different educational strategies. Individual differences can also play a role in how susceptible people are to the fallacy fallacy. For example, people who are highly invested in a particular belief or ideology may be more prone to committing this fallacy. Additionally, people with lower levels of cognitive ability or education may be less equipped to identify and avoid this type of flawed reasoning. To avoid falling victim to the fallacy fallacy, it's important to be aware of its existence and how it can manifest in arguments and discussions. One key tip is to focus on the substance of an argument or position, rather than getting bogged down in the presence of fallacies or other errors in reasoning. Additionally, practicing critical thinking skills and seeking out all perspectives can help you avoid this fallacy and other errors in reasoning. In conclusion, the fallacy fallacy is a common but often overlooked error in reasoning that can impact our thinking in a variety of ways. By understanding its nature, studying its effects, and practicing critical thinking skills, we can avoid falling victim to this fallacy and make more informed, reasoned judgments. So rational rebels, what are your thoughts on this fallacy? Have you or someone you know experienced a similar situation? Share your perspective with the community and in the comments below. Your support is incredibly valuable to us. If you can, please consider making a donation through the PayPal link in the description. Every contribution helps us continue creating content that promotes critical thinking. Thank you for being a part of our mission. Keep your mind sharp, raise your banner with a like, enlist and subscribe to become a rational rebel alike, avoiding all the pitfalls that may come your way. This is Chris from Critical Conditioning, signing off for today.